Hey everybody, Jeffrey Guterman, and it's the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. Just getting started here. Looking forward to this game. And there it is. It's the Chicago White Sox and the St. Louis Browns. In the first of a three-game series, last game of April 16, 1911. We'll post the standings after this game, and it's Big Ed Walsh pitching for the White Sox. And I started a little early. I'm going to take my time here to set this up. Take my sweet time. We may need some nameless players in this game. That happens. And I hope everybody's doing well. First thing I'm going to do is post a tweet on this. But the first thing I'm going to do is rename this. Howie Gregory has no record. There we go. Take it nice and slow here. There we go. There we go. Whoops. Here we go. All right. let's just put this out on a new window. And oops. Now let me make some coffee and oh yeah. Excellent connection. Awesome. This app, I think this app that I use, not only does it fix the problem I had, but it's a better connection. I want to post a nice tweet for this. Let's get some ambiance going. And then I'll set everything up here. I got the lineups already. And but first things first, let me make some coffee. All right. Make a full pot. Kathy Hart, I told Kathy Harden that this would be starting between 2 and 3, and look at it, it's 1:23, so I will wait till at least 2. More coffee for tomorrow. Oh, Lord. Ah. Oh, Lord help me. All right, let me get the White Sox set up here. I'll send the tweet out in a little bit. alone. He's not here. You have to use a nameless on him. Oh. Let's check that out. Alone. Oh yeah, he started. He ended up on the Browns. How do you like that of all teams? Okay, we'll just borrow him from the Browns. No problem. He better be here. No. Oh, there he is. Beautiful. Okay, we'll put him here. Text Jones and Sullivan. Well, that works. Wait a minute. Okay. This is Mitch Clark. Mitch Clark, Pat Noonan. Gus Williams now. I'm gonna have to get the nameless player for him. Gus Williams. He hit 269. There it is. He will have to be Gus Williams in left field. We'll make him a 3-0 W power. And as a left fielder, we'll make him a 16. We'll make him a 9. There. And then we have Wallace. At short. It's a 52. Whoa. Okay. Wallace is a 252. And the pitcher, Howie Gregory, if he has a card. Let's see. We thought he might not. Howie Gregory, where are you, sir? No, he does not have a card. Let's make sure. Let's see. Yeah. 5.14 ERA, 7 innings pitched. 5.14, 7 innings pitched. Yeah, we'll go with this card, and he will make his if he has home runs, we'll make them doubles, and we'll make that one a triple. That'll be a double. That will be a triple. That's what that will be. We'll make him a 3. He was a right-handed hitter. I'm sorry, we'll make him a 2 hitter. I'm so sorry. And we'll make him a, I'm sorry, he'll be a 2 WR. He'll be a 1 hitter, I'm sorry. So that's right, he'll be a 3 WR. He'll be a 2. And we'll make his, it's 36, we'll make him an 819 error. There. Just be careful with that. Make him a 1 hitter. And there are, he's a right-hander. He's a right-hander. He died. This is his major league debut in real world and this game. He pitched one more game in May and that was it. Never pitched again in the majors. Died. Wow, 1970 at age 83. How do you like that? Okay, we're gonna still wait a little bit for Kathy Harden. I'm gonna set up a tweet here. It's a 2 p.m. start, people, unless Kathy gets here sooner. I'm gonna set up a nice tweet. Oh. Let's get that big picture, big Ed Walsh in here for people. This is a photo by Paul Thompson. There we go. There it is. Beautiful. Oh, that's gorgeous. All right, folks, we are ready to play ball, but we have about 19 minutes until the first pitch, unless Kathy Harden arrives. This will give me a chance to get some coffee and do the other things. And when we come back, we'll have the first game of this 3-game series. Big Ed Walsh, 0-1 for the White Sox, and Howie Gregory in his Major League debut for the St. Louis Browns. Oops. in his loss, his first start of the season on April 13. He lost to the Detroit Tigers 5-4. It was a tough loss. He went all the way, pitched 9 innings, allowed 4 earned runs, 1 unearned run, and struck out 9. Walsh was not at his best, but we'll check it out and see how he does today. I'm going to get some coffee, and we'll wait for Kathy Harden. Coffee is ready. Wow. Awesome. We are at Sportsman's Park in St. Louis. Browns hosting the White Sox. Game first pitch about 17 minutes. Stand by. Hey everybody, Jeffrey Guterman here with the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. I started the broadcast a bit early. Better early, right? Early than late. We have the first of a 3-game series between the Chicago White Sox and the St. Louis Browns. Browns are the worst team in baseball. They came in last. White Sox came in fourth behind Cleveland. They're a few games three games over 500. By the way, their manager is Hugh Duffy. Hugh Duffy. If I'm not incorrect, he once hit 438. This was in the 1800s. Actually, 440. Oh, God almighty. In 1894 for Boston. Wow. And we're early in on the season here, folks. Very early in the season. The White Sox were April 16, 1911. It's the fourth date of games. It's game 29. White Sox are 1-2, a game and a half out of first place. The Browns are 1-3, 2 games out of first place. Browns are in last place, and that's probably where they'll stay for the season. That's good coffee. Good coffee. I'm going to go through the lineups to begin with. As I like to do slowly. For the Chicago White Sox, leading off Amby McConnell at second base. Batting second is Raleigh Zeider at shortstop. Batting third, Matty McIntyre in center field. The cleanup hitter is Patsy Daugherty in left field. Batting fifth, Paul Malone in right field. You'll notice his card is with the St. Louis Browns, but he first played with the White Sox and then was traded, so that's what we do here. Batting sixth is Lee Tannenhill at third base. Batting seventh, Tex Jones at first. Batting eighth, Billy Sullivan, the catcher. And batting ninth, the pitcher, Big Ed Walsh, spitball specialist, lowest lifetime ERA of any pitcher in the modern era. Big Ed Walsh, he's already 0-1. We hope he'll have a better outing today. For the St. Louis Browns, leading off Danny Hoffman in center field. We use the exact lineups as in Baseball Reference. Batting second, Jimmy Austin at third base. Batting third, Jim Murray in right field. Batting fourth, Frank Laporte at second base. I got to put in those E ratings. Batting fifth, Nidge Clark, the catcher. And Kathy Harden has arrived. We were wondering, we were waiting. I held off the game, Kathy. Batting sixth, Patrick Noonan at first base. Batting seventh with a nameless player, left-handed hitter in left field. Gus Williams. Batting eighth at shortstop, Bobby Wallace. And the pitcher, batting ninth, using a nameless player in his major league debut in real world and here, Howie Gregory. He also pitched in May, and that was it in his career. He is a right-handed pitcher. He throws right. Bats left. We made him a 2 WR. We made him a 19 error. Let me throw in these E ratings for a couple of these players. See how much better it works here, Kathy, with the putting the positions left here, left of that. There we go. Wallace is a 52. And we're ready. They're just about to take the field. They're going to do it at 2 p.m. Again, he is a right-handed pitcher. Yikes. Right-handed. Need to get myself a pencil. And we're at Sportsman's Park. The tweet is up. The tweet is good. Great to have Kathy Harden. And the St. Louis Browns take the field. And leading it off for the White Sox is Amby McConnell. Amby McConnell leading it off. Again, he's a right-hander. I'm going to just put it in here so I can not forget, and I'll change it back if I have to. I'll get a whiteout or something. And by the way, he pitched Howie in this game. Pitched 4 innings, allowed 3 earned runs. Ed Walsh won it in real world. So here comes Amby, stepping up to the batter's box. Amby, a left-handed hitter, facing the right-hander, Howie Gregory. Gregory is ready, his first pitch in the major leagues. Here it is. That's 3-5. Right-handed, hit him! Oh my! The first batter and the first pitch of his career, he hits McConnell. A dubious start here for Howie Gregory. Now it's Raleigh Zeider coming in. We're going to have Raleigh lay it down for a bunt. The infield is back. He's an A. Here's the pitch. Laid down. Oh, it's a beauty. Oh, my. 3A. It's hit back to Gregory. And his only play is to first. And McConnell goes to second. So it's 1 out. And Amby McConnell is on second base. And here's Matty McIntyre, a left-handed hitter. Matty McIntyre steps in. Okay, Gregory from the stretch. Here's the pitch to McIntyre. That's going to be 6-8 left-handed. Pops it up to second. And that's for Laporte. And it's 2 away. And now Patsy Doherty comes up in a clutch situation. Kathy Harden for the White Sox and Big Ed Walsh. Here's Gregory now. The pitch to Doherty. That's 1-4 right-handed. Grounds it back to Gregory, who throws it to first, and the side is retired. So Howie Gregory gets out of that. No runs, no hits, a hit by pitch, and 1 left on. We've gone a half an inning with no Chicago nothing, St. Louis Browns coming to bat, and here's Big Ed Walsh. Wasn't quite himself in that first game that he lost. He allowed 5 runs, 1 was unearned. Big Ed Walsh throwing his warm-ups. Very intimidating player. Here's Danny Hoffman to lead it off. Let me get some coffee while I'm at it. Beautiful afternoon for a ball game here at Sportsman's Park in St. Louis for these lowly St. Louis Browns. Okay, Walsh is ready. Hoffman in the box. Here's Walsh now, the windup and the pitch to Hoffman. That's 2-11 right-handed. Grounds it to third for Tannenhill. He throws it to Jones for the first out. So Hoffman is retired. Here's Jimmy Austin now. Austin switch hitter batting left against Big Ed Walsh. Oh, that's good coffee. Let's all relax and have a nice relaxing ball game. Here's Walsh now. The pitch to Austin. That's 4-10 left-handed. Fly ball to right. And Malone makes the catch. It's 2 away for Jim Murray. Jim Murray. Murray, a right-handed hitter. Kathy Harden for the Sox and Big Ed. Here's the pitch to Murray now from Walsh. That's 5-8 right-handed. Grounds it to second X. That's going to be for McConnell. He's a 3. Let's check that out. 8-3. That's going to be a split. He's a 22, E22. And that's a 7. And he throws him out. Yeah. How did that happen? Oh, yeah, I re-rolled it, yeah. Where was that anyway? McConnell, yeah. So the side is out. A 1-2-3 for Big Ed Walsh. Looking very good there in the first. After 1, it's a scoreless ball game. Well, here's Howie Gregory now for the right-hander. He'll face Paul Malone to lead it off. He's a left-handed hitter, so this will be righty-lefty. Gregory into his windup and the pitch to Malone. That's 1-7. And he grounds it to second for Laporte. Throws it over to Noonan. 1 out. That brings up Lee Tannenhill. Lee Tannenhill, the third baseman. Tex Jones on deck. Howie into his windup. The pitch to Tannenhill. That's 5-5 right-handed. And I said this before, folks. I converted these N home runs. This is a triple 1-3. And that's going to be a double down the line for Laporte. I already set this up because he allowed no home runs. So this is a double, the 4 here, and this is a triple because it's above the double. I didn't want to penalize him by making it a single 2 asteroids. Okay, just to let you know. So there's a leadoff double by Laporte off of, oops, put that in the wrong spot, by Tannenhill. Okay, no problem. And here's Tex Jones. Tannenhill on second, 1 out. We're in the top of the second, no score. Howie Gregory on the mound. Here's the pitch to Tex. Whoa, that's going to be a 5. It counts, 2-7. And he struck him out. So Howie gets his first strikeout. This is his major league debut, folks. Billy Sullivan now with 2 outs and Tannenhill on second. Yeah. Billy Sullivan, the catcher, steps into the batter's box. Gregory now. The pitch to Sullivan. That's 5-4 right-handed. That is a double. Down the line for Sullivan. Tannenhill scores. And the White Sox take a 1-0 lead. Big clutch double here for Sullivan, the catcher. It's 2 outs now. And Big Ed Walsh steps in. 3 WR. Gregory, the pitch to Walsh. That's 2-8. He struck him out. And that's the second strikeout for Howie Gregory. But there was 1 run on 2 doubles. One by Tannenhill, and then with 2 outs, Sullivan bringing him home with a double. We're heading to the bottom of the second. It's 1-0 White Sox, and Walsh takes the mound. He'll face Frank Laporte to start it off. Frank Laporte. Okay, Laporte steps in. Big Ed Walsh gets the sign from Sullivan, the windup, and the pitch by Walsh. That's 1-9 right-handed. Struck him out. That's 1 down. A good strikeout pitcher, especially for those days. So Laporte is retired. And here comes Nidge Clark. Okay, Walsh is ready. Here's the windup. And the pitch to Clark. That's 6-9 left-handed. Grounds it to short. That's going to be for Zider. He's a 388. That's a 9. It's going to be split. He's an 88. That's a 6 on an 88. They don't have it, so we'll just go with the last one. And that is a 1 base error. By Zider. So Clark is on. And Patrick Noonan comes to the plate. Noonan. No wonder this team stinks. Plus, they put these people in. This is early in the season. He only had 62 at-bats. Clark on first, 1 down. Walsh from the stretch here. The pitch to Noonan. That's 4-6 left-handed, and that's going to be a base hit. Clark goes to third and holds. So there's the first hit of the ball game off of Walsh. It's first and third with 1 out. Noonan B being held. 1-8. And here's Gus Williams. Is it Gus Williams? Yes, it is. Gus Williams, left-handed hitter. Infield is back. The pitch from Walsh. That's 4-12, left-handed. Grounds it to first X. Jones, a 315 on a 12. That's going to be a split. 15 for first base, Jones. 15, 11. He turns the double play. Tex Jones turning the double there. Beautifully done. And the side is retired. No runs, one hit. The single by Noonan. And one left on, I guess you could say. And after 2, it's 1-0. So Ed Walsh lucky there. Real nice play by Noonan. Okay, here's Gregory now to pitch the top of the 3rd. Amby McConnell, top of the order. He was hit by a pitch on the first pitch. In Howie Gregory's very short career, this is his major league debut, and McConnell was left on. Gregory winds, and the pitch to McConnell. That's going to be 4-11 left-handed. Fly ball right. Going back is Murray. He's a 319. That's going to be 11. That's going to be a split. That's 819 in right field. Wait a minute. Yeah. Murray. 19 in right. God. That's going to be 16. And that's 8. Oh, it's a 2-base error. Oh my. A 2-base error by Murray. First error for the Browns. So McConnell is on second. Tough play out there by Murray. Here's Raleigh Zeider now. Sacrifice in the first. We'll have him hit away. It's 1-0 White Sox. In the top of the 3rd if you're just joining us. Okay, here's the pitch to Zeider. That's 5-3 right-handed. Grounds it to first. Noonan takes it to the bag, and McConnell will go to 3rd. So it's 1 out, and McConnell 90 feet away for Matty McIntyre. Here's the pitch from Gregory. That's 6-5 left-handed. Fly ball center. And under it is Hoffman. And that's 2 away for Patsy Daugherty. Daugherty grounded back to Gregory in the first. Gregory trying to get out of this. And the pitch to Daugherty. That's 2-9 right-handed. Oh, Lord, look at that. That is a double down the line, and McConnell comes home to make it 2-0. It's unearned. It's a 2-0 ball game, and Daugherty on second. And here's Paul Malone. Malone grounded to second last inning. Gregory now. The pitch to Malone. 6-7 left-handed, fly ball right. Under it is Murray, and the side is retired. There was 1 run, though, for the White Sox on the 2-base error by Murray and right. And then the double by Daugherty. After 2.5, it's White Sox 2, Browns nothing. Leading it off for the Browns here, bottom of the third, it will be Bobby Wallace. First plate appearance for Wallace today. Gregory is out on deck. By the way, Jeff Pfeffer came into this game in relief in Real World. Where the hell is he? Where's his frickin' card? I'm not going to worry about it too much but right now, but I'm going to see where the hell his card might be. That'd be a nameless player. He had a 7.20, 10 innings pitched. I don't think I'll even bother with him. I don't think so. But anyway, here's Bobby Wallace to lead it off. Ed Walsh on the mound. Here's the windup and the pitch from Walsh. That's 6-5 right-handed. Grounds to third for Tannenhill, one away. And they'll let Gregory hit here. I made him a 1. That's an error. Wait a minute, what is this? That's Williams' card. He's a 1. I had changed it. He's a 1 WR. Is he a right-handed hitter? Let me just double check. Got to be careful with these nameless players. I think he's a left-handed hitter. Yeah, he's a left-handed hitter, for Christ's sakes. Yeah. 1 WL. Okay, 1 out, nobody on. Here's Walsh. The pitch to Gregory. That's 3-10, and he grounds it to third. Again for Tannenhill, throws it over to Jones for the second out. That brings up Danny Hoffman. Hoffman also grounded out to Tannenhill in the first. Okay, Walsh is ready. Here's the pitch. That's 2-4 right-handed. Fly ball left. Getting under it is Doherty. And he makes the catch. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Ed Walsh. We've gone 3 now. It's 2-0 White Sox. He bats right, he bats left, and throws right. Howie Gregory. In his 4th inning here. Tannenhill will lead it off. I need more coffee. People. More coffee, please. Oh. God, is it hot out there, huh? I know this is April, but can you imagine what it was like in the summer in these days? No AC. Suppose there are ways to stay cool, right? Okay, Tannenhill, he doubled and scored in the second. The first run for the White Sox today. He's a right-handed hitter. Here's Gregory now, the windup and the pitch. That's 5-3, right-handed. Grounds it to first for Newnham, who takes it to the bag, 1 away. It's a very neat, enjoyable ball game. Things don't go how you expect sometimes, and that's baseball. You had the 2-base error by Murray in the second, brought home by Doherty. Okay, Big Tex Jones. I should reserve that for Ed Walsh. Okay, here's Gregory now. The pitch to Jones. That's 5'11", right-handed. Grounds it to short X. Zyder a 388. 388, that's 11. To Zyder. 388, 11. That's going to be a split. He's an 88. That's a 7. And he boots it. Zyder. Oh, I'm so sorry. That was Wallace at 2. Wait a minute. Let's double check that. That's going to be Zyder. Wallace 52. I'm so sorry. Same difference. He boots it. So another error for the Browns. It's going to take me a couple games to get used to that chart. So Jones is on first with 1 down. We're going to make Gregory an endurance inning of 6. Back then they tended to be more, and I don't want to overdo him. Very enjoyable ball game. Tex Jones on first, 1 out. Here's Billy Sullivan now. Doubled home the first run. Gregory from the stretch to pitch to Sullivan. That's going to be 4-9 right-handed. Struck him out. That's the 3rd strikeout for Howie Gregory today. And here comes Walsh. His second at bat. He struck out in the second. Jones a D stealer, not being held. Make him a 1-12. Here's the pitch to Walsh. That's 2-10. He struck him out again. And that's the 4th for Howie Gregory. No runs, no hits. The error by Wallace, left on base, middle of the 4th. It's 2-0 White Sox. Walsh has thrown 3 shutout innings. He's allowed 1 hit. And Jimmy Austin will lead it off. Jimmy is a switch hitter, batting left against Walsh. Oh, that's good coffee. Oh. Here's Walsh now. The pitch to Austin. 4-8 left-handed, and that is a base hit by Austin off of Walsh. So Austin is on. He's a B 1-10. That'll be 1-8 being held. Here's Jim Murray. He's the tying run at the plate. He grounded to second. Walsh from the stretch, and the pitch to Murray. That's 1-6 right-handed. Grounds it back to Walsh. He forces Austin at second. They can't get it over for the double play, so Murray is on first, 1 down. He's an E. And now Frank Laporte. Struck out in the second. Here's the pitch to Laporte. That's 2-6 right-handed. Double to right for Laporte. This could score Murray if he's got speed, but I don't think so. They may take a chance. He's a 1-11. Center field. Wow, 1-8. Oh, that's a tough call. Double to right. I guess we'll hold him. So it's second and third, one out, and here's Nidge Clark. Here's Walsh now. And the pitch to Clark. That's 4-7 left-handed, and that is a base hit by Clark. Murray scores, Laporte scores, and it's a tie ball game. Off of Ed Walsh. Let's look at that again. 4-7 left-handed, double 1-10, single the rest. Bringing them both home. So Big Ed Walsh getting hit here in the fourth. Now Patrick Noonan is the batter. It's Clark on first, one out. He's a D. Big inning here for the Browns. Here's Walsh now. The pitch to Noonan. 5-3 left-handed. Grounds it back to Walsh. He's a 1. Wow. Yeah, you got to put that there. He's a 1. That's going to be 3-1. And he turns the double play. Oh, that was beautiful. Walsh through to second. And then McConnell very quickly over to Tex Jones, and the side is retired. 2 runs, though, for the Browns on 3 hits off of Walsh. He's allowed his 2 runs already. He's a 2.22 ERA. We got a tie ball game after 4. You know, Howie Gregory went 4 in this, his first game ever in Major League Baseball. So he's exceeding expectations in my view. He'll face the top of the order, Amby McConnell. Hit by a pitch left on, reached on a 2-base error by Murray and Wright and scored. Howie Gregory, the right-handed pitcher. He winds, and the pitch to McConnell. That's going to be 2-8 right-handed. Grounds it to short for Wallace, 1 away. And here comes Zyder. Sacrifice bunt and grounded to first today. Off Howie. Okay. Gregory, the windup, the pitch to Zyder. That's going to be 3-7 right-handed. Fly to center. And Hoffman is there, 2 away. We'll to bring this. There we go. There we go. There we go. 2 down. Kathy Harden for the Chi Sox. And coming up is Matty McIntyre, left-handed hitter, facing Howie. Here's the pitch to McIntyre. That's going to be 6-8 left-handed. He pops it up to second. And under it is Laporte, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Howie Gregory. Looking very good. I'll tell you that much. Middle of the fifth, it's a 2-2 ball game. We're counting on Ed Walsh to win this game. Leading it off will be Gus Williams, left-handed hitter. Nameless player. He has W power. Did Gus hit any home runs? Let's take a look, because I don't want, I see a home run staring me in the face there. And it's not because I want the White Sox. It's because, God, he played as early as 1894. My God. Is this Gus Williams? No. The fuck is Gus Williams? Here he is. He had no home runs. That's going to be a single. 2 asterisks. That's the way to play it, folks. If you want it to be realistic. Okay, here's Williams leading it off. Walsh winds and the pitch. That's 310 right-handed, and that is a single 1-3. Line to second, caught by McConnell. 1 away. And now Bobby Wallace. Get after him, Ed. Intimidate him. Use that spitball. And he used a lot of other shit on his ball. Any kind of grime he could find. Here's Walsh. The pitch to Wallace. That's 411 right-handed. Grounds it to third. Tannenhill over to Jones. 2 out. And Howie Gregory comes up. Gregory a 1WL. He throws right. Here's Walsh. The pitch to Gregory. That's 2-8. He struck him out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Another one is third by Big Ed Walsh. His second strikeout. We've gone 5 innings here at Sportsman Park in St. Louis. It's a 2-2 ball game, and Howie Gregory is holding his own, and he ought not do that. There's ladies present. It's going to be Patsy Daugherty to lead it off. Daugherty 1 for 2, had that big double in the third to bring home McConnell, who reached on the 2-base error by Murray. Here's Gregory now. The pitch to Daugherty. That's 5-6 left-handed. Lord, that's hit well, but it's a single into the gap, and it's cut off by Hoffman. And Daugherty is held to a single here. So the White Sox have the go-ahead run on first, no outs. Daugherty is an A, 1-15, 1-13, 1-16. That's inviting. He had 19 stolen, didn't play a lot. 1-16, again, 1-13 plus 3 on Clark. I'm gonna send him. Paul Malone at the plate from the stretch. Gregory, here's the pitch. There goes Daugherty. And he's safe. Patsy Daugherty steals second. So he is in scoring position now for Paul Malone. Malone 0 for 2. From the stretch, Gregory, the pitch to Malone. This is his first endurance inning. That's 6-3 left-handed. Grounds it back to Malone. He's a 3. I'm sorry, he's a... I should have made him a 3. He's a 319. Whoa. 6-3 left-handed. Grounds it back to Gregory. Here it is. That's a 3. 3-3. And it's a base hit. And Doherty comes home. And the White Sox lead it 3-2. And some of you may say, well, why did you make him a 3? It's about an average, okay? And I don't know any better about him. And I was in error there. So that's why. 2 singles. Doherty singled, stole second, and then Malone knocks him home with a base hit off Howie. One more hitter walking. Howie is fatigued. And Lee Tannenhill is the batter. There is action in the St. Louis bullpen. Bailey and George pitched in the last game. It's Roy Mitchell warming up for the Browns. Roy Mitchell. And I'm new at this, folks, with the nameless players. So it's just I changed it at the last second when it had to be used. Mitchell warming. Here's Tannenhill now with Malone on first, nobody out still. Howie trying to get out of this from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Tannenhill. That's going to be 3-5 right-handed. Base hit! Malone goes to third. 3 straight singles for the Chi Sox. And that is it for Howie Gregory. That is it for Gregory. Bobby Wallace is a player manager, believe it or not. Wow. That's it for Howie. We'll put this back into my nameless players. The White Sox with 3 consecutive singles, knocking Gregory out of the box. He pitched 5. He's now the loser of record. He's responsible for these 2 runners. He allowed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. He walked none. Good control. This was his major league debut. He struck out 4, and he's allowed 2, thus 3 thus far. He's responsible for these 2. Roy Mitchell will come in. Roy comes in, and he has no record. We're going to let Roy take his warm-ups with nobody out here, and I'm having a real good time. I'm going to take a break for about 2 to 3 minutes, as Tex Jones is due to be the next batter. And in case you were wondering, my name is Jeffrey Guterman, and this is the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. And I want to appreciate you for being here. Even if you're not typing in text, it's nice to know you're here. When we come back, Roy Mitchell will face Tex Jones. The White Sox lead at 3-2. It's first and third, nobody out. And I will be back. Indeed. Indeed. Whew. A delightful ball game, folks. Indeed. Just give me a moment here. Welcome back, everybody, to Sportsman's Park in St. Louis for the first of a 3-game between the Chi Sox and the Browns. The score is 3-2 Chi Sox. They've hit 3 consecutive singles and knocked Howie Gregory out of the box in his major league debut. He pitched 5 innings, has allowed 3 runs thus far, one of them unearned. And Roy Mitchell is the batter. He's a right-hander. Tex Jones will come up. And Bobby Wallace the Browns player manager has called for the infield to come in. He's motioning his infield. He's at short. Tex Jones is coming up. But first, I will refill my coffee here. Oh yeah, first things first. And that's gonna do it for this pot with a nice top over left in the pot. Full cup with a little top over. Tex Jones comes to the plate. He steps into the batter's box, and here's Mitchell with the infield in, nobody out. First and third. Here's Mitchell now, he's ready. And the pitch to Jones. That's 4-2 right-handed, and that is a base hit by Jones. Malone scores. It's a 4-2 ball game, and that one's charged to Howie Gregory. Look at that again. Roy Mitchell, 4-2 right-handed, single 1-4, and it's a 1. That right there is a, by the way, I think that's a ballpark effect. I'm not sure. I'd have to go look it up, but that's super advanced. We ignore that. 4 singles in order. It's first and second now. Wallace calls for the infield to be back. And it's a 4-2 ball game. And here's Billy Sullivan, finally. I'm looking in at the White Sox dugout. I see Ed Walsh, he's smiling. Okay, here's Mitchell now. You got yours, Kathy? I don't know if you're still drinking coffee this late. Okay, Mitchell, trying to get something going. Here's the pitch to Sullivan. That's 6-7 right-handed, grounds to second. That's going to be for Laporte, a 441. Yo, 441 at second. That's a 7. 7-4. It's a ground ball to second, and he throws him out, but the runners advance. So here's your first out, and I think it was a pretty productive out. Laporte threw to first, Jones went to second, Tannenhill to third, and here's Ed Walsh, the pitcher. A 3 WR. 1 out, second and third. The infield is back. Here's the pitch from Mitchell. That's going to be 2-11. Fly ball to center. And that's going to be deep enough for Tannenhill to tag. Hoffman makes the catch, and here comes Tannenhill to score the third run of this inning. It's a 5-2 ball game. Look at that. Big Ed Walsh with a big sacrifice fly. Let's look at that again. 2-11. Fly ball center B. And Tannenhill came home. They're all charged. We can close out Gregory. He allowed 5 runs, 4 earned. Big sacrifice by Ed Walsh. Helping the cause. It's 2 outs, Jones on second, and now Amby McConnell. Big 3-run inning here for the Chi Sox. Amby 0 for 2, hit by a pitch, reached on a 2-base error, grounded to short. 2 down, Jones on second. Here's the pitch from Mitchell. That's 2-8 right-handed, grounds it to short for Wallace, and he throws him out. The side is retired, but 3 runs on 4 consecutive singles and then a sacrifice fly by the pitcher, Ed Walsh. And in the middle of the 6th, it's 5-2 White Sox. Walsh has a nice lead now. Danny Hoffman will lead it off for the Browns. Hoffman 0 for 2. Walsh into his windup. The pitch to Hoffman. That's 2-9 right-handed. Grounds it to second for McConnell. One away. If Walsh gets into a groove, he's already allowed his 2 runs. Walsh does it all. Here's Jimmy Austin, switch hitter, batting left against Walsh. Here's the pitch to Austin. That's 2-6, and he walked him. So Austin is on. He's a B, being held 1-10, 1-8. Here's Jim Murray. Murray, 1 for 2. Reached on a force and scored the first run for the Browns today. Here's the pitch to Murray. That's going to be 3-12 right-handed. Hit deep by Murray. Oh, and it's gone. Jim Murray with a 2-run home run. It went way back into left center. Doherty finally caught up with it, but Murray rounded the bases. I'm not sure they had a fence back then. A very rare home run by Jim Murray. And the look on Walsh's face. Murray only had 102 at-bats. He had 3 home runs. That is one of them. Jim Murray with a long shot. And that's going to put the Browns within 1. He caught a Walsh fastball and knocked it to Palookaville. How do you like that, Kathy? 2 runs. And that's going to make it 5-4 ball game. Here's Frank Laporte. 1 out, nobody on. God, Walsh looks stunned. Laporte 1 for 2. The pitch from Walsh. That's 5-9 right-handed. Fly ball right. Under it is Malone, 2 away. And now Nidge Clark. That's 4-8 left-handed. And that is a base hit by Clark. God, Walsh getting hit. He allowed 5 runs in his first start on opening day. 1 of them was unearned, and he got the loss. He's allowed 4 runs here in 5 2/3 innings. Clark on first, 2 down. Here's Noonan. Noonan 1 for 2. And the pitch from Walsh. That's 1-6 right-handed. Struck him out. And the side is retired. 3rd strikeout for Ed Walsh, but a 2-run home run by Jim Murray. And after 6 innings, it's White Sox 5, Browns 4. Okay, Roy Mitchell coming out for his 2nd inning of relief. It's going to be Raleigh Zeider to lead it off. White Sox lead by 1 here. Okay, Mitchell is ready. Zeider in the box. The pitch. That's 4-6 right-handed. Fly ball to left. And Williams makes the catch. 1 away. It's a tight ball game, folks. Browns coming back here after a huge home run by Murray. Here's Matty McIntyre, 0 for 3 today. The pitch from Mitchell. That's 5-3 left-handed. Grounds it to first. Noonan is a 422. That's 3. 3-4, it's a base hit. Advance 2. So McIntyre hits it past Noonan. He could not get that. McIntyre on first, 1 out, 1-10, 1-13. And here's Patsy Daugherty. Daugherty 2 for 3 today. Here's Mitchell now. The pitch to Daugherty. That's 3-9 right-handed. Struck him out. The first strikeout for Roy. 2 away. And Paul Malone is the batter. Malone 1 for 3. And the pitch. Five, 6, left-handed, grounds it to second. Laporte throws him out, and the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. It's the 7th inning stretch. Chicago 5, St. Louis 4. Ed Walsh trying to not lose this 1-run lead. It's going to be Gus Williams leading it off. I think they'll have a hitter for Mitchell, by the way. Let me see who's warming. Oh, God. We really don't have a lot to pick from here, I'm going to tell you. And I have to go with who they got. It will be Earl Hamilton warming. He's a left-hander. Earl Hamilton is warming in the Browns, well, the sideline, if you will. Here's Gus Williams to lead it off. If they get 2 outs, I might keep Mitchell in. Here's the pitch to Williams. Williams, a left-handed hitter. That's 1-6 against the right-hander. Grounds it to first for Tex Jones, 1 away. And now here's the manager, player manager, Bobby Wallace. Wallace goes way back into the 1890s as a player. This is the twilight of his career. But he still played a good bit here. Wallace 0 for 2. Here's Walsh. That's 6-8, right-handed. Fly ball center for McIntyre. 2 outs, and I will have Roy Mitchell hit. He's a 3 WR. Roy Mitchell. Let's get a card out here. A 3 WR Mitchell. Mitchell steps into the batter's box. It's 2 outs, nobody on. Walsh. Oh, he's going to be throwing some real tough stuff. Here's the pitch to Mitchell. He is a 3WR. That's 2-5, and he struck him out. And that is the 4th strikeout for Ed Walsh. A 1-2-3 inning. Glad to see he calmed down. And after 7, it's 5-4 Chicago. Mitchell staying in this game. He'll face Tannenhill, Jones, and Sullivan. Here's Lee Tannenhill. 2 for 3 today. Doubled and scored in the 2nd. Singled and scored in the 6th. Mitchell in his 3rd inning of relief. Here's the pitch to Tannenhill. 111 right-handed, pops it up behind the plate, and Clark makes the catch. 1 away. Here's Tex Jones. We're on the top of the 8th, folks. White Sox by 1. Been a very interesting ball game. Browns have fought back to within 1 run off Ed Walsh. Jones 1 for 3. Here's Walsh, the windup. Here's the pitch for 6, and that is a base hit by Jones. He's 2 for 4 today. Oh, wait a minute. I am so sorry. Mitchell. And it happens, folks. You understand. 4-6 right-handed. That's a fly ball to left. It happens, Kathy. You know that. You play enough games. That's 2 outs. And it's all incorporated into the game, the randomness, if you make an error like that. Here's Billy Sullivan. Very rare when I do that. But it's all incorporated. Okay, Sullivan 1 for 3. Here's Mitchell now. And that's 4-8. Right-handed, walked him. And that'll bring up Walsh. With 2 outs, Sullivan on first. Walsh a 3WR. That's 5-11, right-handed. And it's a base hit to left for Walsh. Oh, Sullivan goes to 2nd. 1-9, he'll hold. 1-11, yeah, he'll hold. He had the sacrifice fly in the 6th, which turns out to be the go-ahead run now. And now he singles to keep this alive. With 2 outs, 1st and 2nd, here's Amby McConnell. Let me top this off. Yeah. Makes it almost a full cup. Yeah. Okay, Mitchell from the stretch. 1st and 2nd, 2 down. Pitch to McConnell. That's 6-11, left-handed. Fly ball right. Murray 3-0. He had an error in the earlier. Oh, Lord. 6-11. Fly ball right. Murray 3-0. He's a 3-19. That's 11. That's going to be a split. 19. It'll be right here. And that's going to be 4. It's going to be another 2-base error. Another 2-base error by Jim Murray. Whoa. Sullivan scores. It's unearned. Walsh goes to third. Whoa. No run batted in. And that's going to make it a 6-4 ball game. Wow. Second and third, 2 down. And here's Zider. 0 for 3, sacrifice bunt. Two errors out in right field by Jim Murray. He's trying to, I guess he's trying to break Willie Davis's record of 3 in a World Series. Here's the pitch to Zider. That's 5-4 right-handed. Catcher X. Clark is a 3-14. Oh, Lord, this could score some runs here. Remember, they suck, the Browns. Clark 3-14. That's going to be 4. 4-3. Wild pitch followed by a foul out. A wild pitch by Murray. Walsh comes home. That's unearned. And the side is retired. Oh, another unearned run. It was something to see. Ed Walsh dashing home. It was a wild pitch back to the wall back there, and Clark had to run for it as Walsh raced home. So it's 2 runs for the White Sox in the top of the 8th. And it's a 7-4 ball game. Okay, Walsh. White Sox winning ugly today. Danny Hoffman will lead it off. 0 for 3 today. Look at that. McConnell was the batter for both of those errors by Jim Murray and Wright. Okay, the Browns down by 3. Here's the pitch to Hoffman. Walsh, 6-6, left-handed, struck him out. Number 5 for Big Ed. Now Jimmy Austin, switch hitter batting left. Come on, Big Ed. Let's mow him down here. Here's the pitch to Austin. That's 111, right-handed, grounder to short. Zider to Jones, 2 outs. And now I want him to get this guy out, Jim Murray. Murray with 2 errors today. Now he did hit the two-run home run. Strike him out, Ed. Here's the windup and the pitch to Murray. That's 5-7 right-handed. Struck him out. That's number 6 for Walsh. This may not be the prettiest game he's pitched, but he's had moments of brilliance today. Retired the side in order 5 times. Has 6 strikeouts. It's allowed 4 runs. We're heading to the 9th. And Mitchell will pitch again. This is his, he's got 5 for relief. He's still fresh as a daisy and will remain so through the inning. Here's Matty McIntyre. to lead it off. It's been quite a ball game, folks. It's 7-4 White Sox. 2 big runs, both unearned on the top of the 8th. I kind of like this. This is really beautiful because the stuff that has happened is not stuff you would expect. Sometimes it's not convenient. For example, 2 errors by Murray. But that's what happens in baseball. Okay, Matty McIntyre steps into the batter's box. And here's Roy Mitchell in his 4th inning of relief. The pitch to McIntyre. That's a 3-6 right-handed, and that is a liner to second caught by Laporte. 1 out. Here comes Patsy Daugherty. He's 2 for 4 today. White Sox were 3 games over 500. They're a decent team. Whereas the Browns are just plain awful. They came in last. Here's the pitch from Mitchell. That's 4-7 left-handed. He walked him. So Daugherty is on. And Paul Malone, the batter. Malone 1 for 4, singled and scored. Knocked in a run. Here's Mitchell now. The pitch to Malone. That's 1-9 right-handed. And swung on, a drive hit out to right. Going back is Murray. He makes the catch that time. Some of the fans holding their breath on that. He made 2 errors already. So that's 2 outs. If you're looking ahead, it'll be Laporte, Clark, and Noonan for the Browns. Here's Tannenhill, 2 outs. Daugherty on first. The pitch from Mitchell. 5-8 right-handed, and that is a base hit. Daugherty goes to third. First and third, 2 down. And here's Tex Jones. That's 3-8 right-handed. Grounds it to short for Wallace. And the side is retired. We're going to the bottom of the 9th. Big Ed Walsh going for the W. His first of the season it would be. He's pitched 8 innings. He's allowed 4 runs, 6 strikeouts. It'll be Frank Laporte leading it off in the bottom of the 9th. Browns down by 3. Laporte 1 for 3 today. The pitch from Walsh. 1-6, and it's a base hit by Laporte. This is Ed Walsh's first endurance inning. Laporte is on. Now Nidge Clark. 2 for 3, reached on an error. Laporte, a D stealer, not being held. Walsh from the stretch. The pitch to Clark. That's 3-7 right-handed. Struck him out. Number 7 for Ed Walsh. And now Patrick Noonan, 1 for 3. The pitch from Walsh. That's going to be 5-6 left-handed. Struck him out. Number 8. Like I said, moments of brilliance by Ed Walsh today. Even though he's allowed 4 runs, it's 2 outs now. Laporte on first. Gus Williams, the batter, left-handed. He's 0 for 3. Here's Walsh now. The pitch to Williams. That's 3-5 right-handed. Chops it to second. McConnell over to Tex Jones, and the ball game is over. Ed Walsh wins his first game of the season. The final score, White Sox 7, Browns 4. Walsh gets the win. He's 1-1 now. He went all the way 9 innings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits. He walked 1, struck out 8, and allowed 4 runs. The loss goes to Howie Gregory. He's 0-1 now. Mitchell came in, pitched 4 innings. Not exactly impressive, but he had runners on base. All sorts of shit was happening. 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. He walked 2, struck out 1, and he allowed no earned runs, but 2 unearned. That's 4, 5, 6, 7. Final line, White Sox, 7 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. Browns, 4 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors. The White Sox clearly outplayed the Browns today. I'm going to just give you a little bio on Big Ed Walsh before we close it out here. Big Ed Walsh, the winner today. He was born Edward Augustine Big Ed Walsh. Well, he wasn't born Big Ed. His full name is Edward Augustine Walsh. He also managed. He pitched from 1906 to 1912. This is his second to last season. Injuries shortened his career, so you can see he only played 7 seasons. He holds the record for the lowest career ERA, 1.82. So his season this year, 2.22, was not quite as good. He's one of 2 modern, meaning post-1901 pitchers to win 40 or more games in a single season, and the last pitcher to do so. He's the last pitcher from any team to throw more than 400 innings in a single season, a feat that he most recently accomplished in 1908. He was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 1946 while he was still alive. He was born in Plains Township, Pennsylvania, to Michael and Jane Walsh. He worked in the Luzerne County coal mines when he was young. They had child labor like that back then. He started his career in 1902, his professional career in semi-pro. And then he was bought by the White Sox for $750. Not a lot of money, even back then. That's equivalent to about $24,000 today. Sam Crawford, who was on the Senators, of course, or on the Tigers, I believe. Yeah. He was interviewed in the book, the 1966 book, The Glory of Their Times, and he said of Walsh, quote, "Big Ed Walsh, great big, strong, good-looking fellow. He threw a spitball. I think that ball disintegrated on the way to the plate, and the catcher put it back together again. I swear, when it went past the plate, it was just the spit went by." He averaged 375 innings per year up until 1912. And after the 1912 season, he asked for a full year off to rest his arm. But he did show up for spring training because he was asked to do so. they treat these people like a horse, work them to death, and then eat them. You know what I mean? By 1913, his playing dwindled, and he wasn't as in good shape. His arm was dead by 1916. He asked for a year off again, but Charles Comiskey, the manager of the White Sox, released him instead. He tried to come back with the Braves in 1917, but he was let go and his career was over. He did pitch a little in the Eastern League, and then he gave umpiring a try. Umpired 87 games during the 22 season. He retired 195 and 126. Part of that reason, this is me, is because he wasn't on the best team. Look at Nolan Ryan's record on the Angels. He died on May 26, 1959, 12 days after his 78th birthday. I was one year old and 1 month. And he was inducted into the Irish American Baseball Hall of Fame. He had a son named Ed Walsh Jr., who played from 1928 to 1932. He wasn't technically a junior because his father's middle name was Augustine, his was Arthur. He was a journeyman player. He became suddenly ill in 1937 after what would become his final season, and he lapsed into a coma. He was 32 years old. It was determined that he had suffered from an acute heart ailment caused by chronic rheumatism, inflammatory disease that obviously involved his heart. And just to let you all know, Big Ed Walsh died in Pompano Beach. So we salute Big Ed Walsh, the winner of today's game. Good game for the White Sox. Walsh is now 1-1. We hope you enjoyed this ball game. This is a real close-up. Oh boy, look at that. You want to talk about detail. Congratulations, Big Ed Walsh. I'm Jeffrey Guterman. Kathy Harden, thank you so very much for today. And we'll get back to this. I'm not sure. I don't think I'm up for a game tonight. I have some things I got to do. I got to get coffee and a couple other things. And I need to get something to eat. So, Jeffrey Guterman saying to everybody, thank you. And we'll catch you all tomorrow. You take care, Kathy.